and strong. We're combining weight bearing, as you know, and some core work, as well as a lot of mobility. So we're gonna start lifting up onto the big toe today. So just moving the knee forward, getting onto the big toe. Keeping it nice and simple, toe, toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now heel it forward. So lifting up the toes, heeling it forward. I feel like this is adding a weird glare. Heel it forward. Heel it forward. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and heel march. So staying on the ball of your foot, lifting up through the heels, and just having this little march. Whoop. Making sure you check in with balance. Now add a little hip thrust to the side. Don't worry about how high you go through those heels. And let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both heels up and down, straight up and down. Heel raises, calf raises. Don't matter what name you give it. It's gonna make your calves warm up. Straight up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and heels in, toes out. Just a little knee bounce. Just letting those knees soften to the side. And we're not going low yet. We're gonna save some energy for our quads and our glutes for later. But it's just to get knees moving a little. And 4, 3, 2, toes forward. Right foot heel, toe, heel, toe. Toe, heel, toe, heel. You get the idea? Go in and out. And don't just let your body weight stay over the standing leg. Let the whole torso move with the foot. Last one out. Heel, toe, heel, toe. Whoop. Bring it in. And we switch. Left toes, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. And heel, toe, heel, toe. I had to figure out which body part I'm moving. But you get the idea. Going in and out. And see if you can get the whole body to move. You can lean a little bit, but make sure the torso moves with the foot. Last one out. Bring it all the way in. Now toes in, heels out. Awkward, I have to pee pose. That's not the official name, for the record. I actually don't know what the official name of this is anymore, because I keep calling it the pee pose. Heel up and down. Squeeze up and down. So it's still a calf raise, but with this change in angle, we have to be a little bit more aware and conscious of balance and stability. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Ooh, calves warm, I'm hoping, because mine really are. Heels in, toes out. We're gonna lift up the right heel, and we're gonna actually bend into the left. So the left leg does the bending, but the right heel stays lifted. So this is now externally rotating through our thighs, our hips. 3, 2, 1, release, left heel up, and it's the right knee that's bending. Of course, the left leg follows suit, but you're not leading with that leg. It's the standing leg with the heel down that does the leading. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the heel. Step it wider. Still heels in, toes out. Not a full-on wide angle. A little bit with the toes forward. We're going to bend into the knees. And just a little toe tap. Swinging left to right. Moving our way up the legs through our quads, glutes, hips, and a little bit into the core. Hands can do whatever they want to make it fun, silly, dorky, or just make sure you don't fall over. Like, hands can be like ready to catch you. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now add a little elbow. So the left hip pulls up, the left elbow pulls down, and we switch. You can still tap the toes or keep the feet flat. And we're not going down super low yet. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toes forward. Circle the knees around. It's a wide knee circle going around and around. Now reverse, go the other direction. Circling in and around. 3, 2, whoop, and bring it in. Anytime I say whoop, I'm not trying to be that really super enthusiastic fitness person that cheers you on. It's me just trying not to fall over. So just to clear that up, circle the knees close together and around. Not that there's anything wrong with those enthusiastic fitness instructors that go woo woo. I just don't think I'm one of them. And we're switch direction. I'm just usually trying not to fall over. That's my thing. 3, 2, give me a wobble. Just a little wobble. And now we're gonna start adding a little bit more dynamic stuff because we're warmed up. Fix your pants. Get ready. Lean down, add a little hop. Just kind of loosen things up. Now, pretend there's a bar, a piece of wood, a pipe, right at your chest height, sticking forward, okay? And we're going to lean, tuck under, and pull to the other side so you're not hitting that bar. Leaning it up and across. Bring those hands up. Add a little jab. Just taking it across. Focus on the glutes squeezing up, pushing through that straightening of the leg. That gives you extra oomph. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it up and in. So now hands come up. Now we're going to add some dumbbells in just a moment, but I want you to get the form right. We're going to jab across, but the leg supports. So left heel lifts up, and we're going to push. So every time you're punching with the right arm, the right heel lifts, and you're adding a little push through the leg. Using the legs to create this swivel, this pivot. 4, 3, 2, 1, and now it's time to grab those weights. Grab your dumbbells. Now I might regret getting my 3 kilos, but we're gonna try this, okay? Same movement where we tuck down and up. Dipping down underneath that bar, that invisible bar, and adding a jab across. Punch it across. And of course, if this was a proper kickboxing class, I'd tell you to block and guard your face. But my weights are really heavy, and I'm scared I'm gonna bash my chin with it myself. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, pause just enough, shoulders shrug it up and down. 3, 2, 1, bicep curl it up and down. Nice steady rhythm. Just hammer curl it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bring it back down. Hands come up. This is that pivot and jab. Letting the left foot pivot when the left hand punches. Right foot pivot when the right arm punches. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know how heavy your dumbbells are, but mine are saying some rude words. Palms forward. Bicep curl it up. So before we did hammers, right now it's open bicep curl. Doing a few of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. So we're going to switch some work to the kettlebell, but first I want to do the next movement without any weights so we can get option 1, 2, and 3 prepared and work our way up the level. So this is about lunge work. So hold your hands up in front because this is going to be where the weight is. You're going to step back with the left leg and we're going to bring it back. So right now it's just a lunge. Just a simple lunge. So where we level it up is on the step up. Whatever leg we're standing on, the arm is going to reach up. So right leg steps back, and when I step forward, left arm reaches up. So right now I'm doing a couple with just the same leg. And now I'm going to switch. Left leg goes back, which means when I step up, right arm kicks up. Now when we start adding the weight, there will be an option to rest it on your shoulder. Okay, grab your weights and I'll first show you with a smaller weight. We're going to do a few on each side. Hold it in the left hand. Right leg is going to step back. Whoop. And step and punch up. Bring it back. Kick it up. Now, you could even just step it back. If this is easier, find what is accessible to you. And now let's switch sides. Left leg back, on the step up, right arm kicks up. If you feel you got the hang of this, and I got a weird kink in my knee, but we're going to take it up a notch to the kettlebell. Option 1, you just hold it on the shoulder. Option 2, rest it on the outside of your arm, and we're going to punch it up. So follow me. Right leg steps back, step up, and punch it up. You can use a smaller weight. You don't even have to take the arm up. Still just stepping with the right leg. Left arm kicks up. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Switch sides. You can rest it on your shoulder or on the outside of the arm where it's going to be more challenging. Left leg steps back and we step up. Inhale, exhale it up. And the other hand is really just finding a place to help with stability. Inhale, exhale it up. And how far back that knee goes is totally up to you. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, and good news, last one. Whew. How do we like those? I don't, but they're good. Anytime we do anything on one leg, there's a lot of core stuff happening. So we're going to do some kettlebell swings. Get yourself set up for success. Soften the knees. Reach down. Stick your bum back. Don't squat. Stick the bum back. Lift up. And just press the heels into the ground with each swing. Bring the hands up to shoulder height. Use exhale, squeeze up. Kick those hips back. Keep the knees about stable. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Loosen it up, but come up, heels in, toes out. Soften the knee, little pulse. Proud chest, don't lean forward. Keep it lower-ish. Tap the toes. Arms stay stable. You're not swinging the arms. Dig those heels in. Push down into the ground. Activate those inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and center, and we pulse. You can take it on a lower pulse, slower pulse, or speed it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down, toes forward. Heel toe in a little closer, flatten the back. And I'm just going to switch angles here. Flat back, so it's not rounding or arching. Flat back. Hold on to the weight. Exhale. Don't worry about the arms, just don't let go. We're going to squeeze through the glutes and come up. Let those hips move behind the heels. So these are just wide-legged deadlifts. You don't have to come as low. And let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Now the next one we're going to do, if you have any type of surface that you could lean against with one hand, a dresser, a coffee table, the bed, the side of a bed, just don't have it loose, and don't use an animal because they'll run away. This is where we're going to use the kettlebell for some work to pull back. I just want to take a little pressure off the legs. So right hand, left leg forward. Lean against your surface a little bit, stabilize, step back with the right leg. Pull forward and back. Use elbow close to the ribs, and I'm going to show you front view just for a moment. You don't need the surface if you feel really stable and strong in your legs. I like this for balance. Pull those elbows back. It's a row back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put it down. Before we switch sides, we're going to come up and we're going to do side lunges. Just little side to side. 4, 3, 2, and let's bring it in. Left hand, right leg forward. I'm going to use the surface again, so you're not going to see it as well, but I'm going to show you front view again. I'm leaning forward, elbow back. I like putting my hand on the surface because it makes sure that I'm not doing one of these weird archy things. Pull it forward, elbow back. With each exhale, pull the elbow towards your ribs. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Step up. Oh. So when you're doing any sort of rows in lunge, you're activating legs, core, and a whole bunch of stuff. And just simply having more weight on one leg, you're using a lot more core because you're trying not to fall over. At least I'm trying not to fall over. Grab your kettlebell again. I put it down because my hands are sweaty, otherwise it'll fly off and probably fall on my foot. So simple side bend, and I say simple, I want us to focus on control. Don't worry about how deep you go for the first few. You can bring your hand to your head, just don't lift with that left arm. Side view, I'm not leaning forward or back, and I'm definitely not moving my hips for this. Keep the hips stable. Inhale, exhale it up. Two more, and last one. And we switch. We're not going for the deep ones quite yet. This is more. So often we do the really hard stuff without having proper form, and then we often get injured, or we like really burn out our muscles, and then the next day we don't want to do anything. So I like the middle ground. Inhale and exhale it up. And I'm going small to start so I can really feel what is my range of motion. Where does my back and my spine, where do they feel supported? And when I come up, I'm not pulling up with the shoulder. I'm keeping the shoulder relaxed. And remember, I'm not doing that little weird hip dip. Staying nice and tall. Exhale it up. 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. We're going to step back to the end of our mat. If you've got a mat, we're going to inhale, reach up, forward, fold it down, walk it forward, coming into a plank. And we're going to start with stepping left to right. Now, if this is not accessible, you can come onto your forearms and still tap it out. And there's still option down on your knees. You can just tap the toes down. I'm adding a little bounce, but I'm not taking the hips up and down. Just a little forward and back. Now, just a little walking of the plank. Stay with me in plank as long as you can, even if you need to find variations. Don't bend, don't arch. Stay in your plank variation as long as possible. I'm going to come down on forearms, pulling up my toes, up my knees, but I'm not lifting up my hips. This is called cheating. Actually, it's called a dolphin pose. If you need to drop on those knees, no shame in finding a level that you can maintain this whole, however many long seconds. I'm not going to tell you till we're done. You're going to even out a little side to side. Good news, we're almost done. And let's, I don't know why, but those felt more brutal today than they have in other sessions. Pardon me while I feel a little barfy. I'm good, okay. Anyone else do core work and get a little like barfy feeling? Even though I haven't eaten since 6 o'clock, like weird. Okay, let's get a little bit more into some of the mobility stuff. So take a moment and just use your hands to feel into quads, knees, just checking in. Where are you feeling tension? For me, for some reason today, my knees are really like, whoa, woman, what did you do? So from there, once we've touched base with ourselves, we wiggle the legs. Staying nice and tall. 3, 2, now, classical saw. I love this from the Pilates series simply because it does a lot of things for flexibility and works all those little muscles on the spine, the multifidi. Take the arms out, shoulder blades down. Right hand is going to go to left toes, but we're going to rotate the left shoulder in as we reach. Inhale up, exhale across. Now, you can stay here and just add a little twist at the top. You don't have to touch the toes. You can just extend, reach down to shins, or take it low. And wherever you take it, see if you can lead with your heart versus your chin or your nose. Lead with the heart. So heart or nose. Heart. Always come up through center. I just missed a beat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, forward, fold it down wherever you can. Shake out the shoulders, sway it a little side to side. Wobble your head if you can and want. 3, 2, and forward, fold it up. Bring your feet together, knees wide. Give yourself that little, you know, in kids yoga we call it the butterfly. And right now, I don't know about you guys, this is feeling really good. Sorry. Sometimes really simple things. So I'm probably going to talk a little longer just so I can enjoy this for myself. But now rock a little side to side because I'm also all about the bum massages. You know, rocking side to side. Get silly if you want. Just don't get too silly because you might, you know, go all the way over. But I want you to now to think about, we're going to shift to the right. Left leg scoops around behind. This is kind of a modified, sometimes people call this mermaid pose. I like to think of it more in relation to the shins and the hips. So it's a shin box on an angle for me. That would be shin, like on a leg, not a different word that sounds. Anyways, left heel, we're gonna kick it up and first just bring it forward and then bring it around and drop it. That works. We're going to try and take it up a notch where we kick it forward and then bring it around, but we hover the leg. We don't actually drop it and kick it forward. Turn, hover, and kick with a little push. Pull the knee up and around. Pull the knee up and kick. Last one to the side. Bring it forward, kick, and now bring that ankle on top of the right knee. Ooh, hips are saying hi. Actually, they're saying something else, but you know, I am trying to keep some things polite, even if my jokes have innuendos, shall we say. So from here, I'm just gonna talk to distract you from how tender your hip may or may not be feeling. I'm doing it to distract myself. We're trying to feel in for, can we gently encourage that left knee down a little? And it might be through just a gentle rocking. Don't sit there and like jam your elbow into your body, but just a little rock. Just a little rock. And the rocking kind of eases a little bit of the tension. Okay? 3, 2, and now take that leg out to the side. Straight leg. Bring the right heel in. So we're going to rock a little forward and back. We're going to transition through all of this. So just bear with me. And now the idea is that we can do this without using our hands. And I'm trying to figure out in my head how I did it the last time, so give me 1 second. Okay, so we actually have to bring that left leg back. Now, if you've got tender knees, use your hands. But the idea is that we lift up and I can pull my foot through and pull the left leg through and come down. Okay, some of you might have had more success than me. I just kind of almost did a face plant and I'm the teacher, but that's okay. So, tells you how long it's been since I did one of those. So, first a little rock because this hip might be saying, hey, wait a minute, how did I get here? Because my hip just said that. And this is also my tender hip from a car accident, so I'm always conscious of how this one speaks to me in a different way. It's not about babying or coddling your injured sides. It's about moving with awareness, because then you can gently push your limits. You can dance on those edges of your comfort zone without causing further injury. So down. We're going to take that right foot. We're going to lean into the left side. Bring that leg forward, knee up and kick. Pull the knee up and bring it back. Okay, if that feels good, keep going. If you want to keep leveling up with me, we're going to bring it forward, we kick, pull it up, and we hover it back. Bring the knee up, kick. Bring the knee up and around and kick. Now there's a lot of torso moving going on, and for today that's okay, but eventually we want to find a way. See how I've limited my torso movement? 2 more. Woo! Last one, and then bring that right ankle on top of the left knee. Mama, this is the hip that really complains. I said mama, I really wanted to say something else. It also has 4 letters. It does not start with M. Rock a little forward and back. Find any variation, and when I say variation, you might want to go side to side. I'm noticing as I go side to side, different muscles get that little acupressure point, and it feels kind of okay. Kind of. And then I can encourage my right knee down just a little. The good news is, you know that weird switcheroo that we did before? We're not doing it again. Take the right leg all the way up to the side, left heel in. And we're going to rock a little forward and back. Just checking in, kind of noticing where the knees feel tight, where the ankles are affected by movement or weight. And then both legs out to the side. So now I want you to, and this is going to sound strange, squeeze your bum cheeks. Just squeeze your bum cheeks. Some of us are like, wait, how do I access my bum cheeks right now? Because this doesn't seem to be okay. And your legs are going to wiggle, but we don't want to like lift up or do this weird funky motion. Under normal circumstances, I might turn around and show you my butt cheeks doing its thing, but we're actually going to come onto our back now. So just saying, come all the way onto your back. And have a hand weight handy. We're going to use it just for a little bit of a stabilizing. So coming all the way onto your back, fix your pants as required, because clearly I need to fix my pants. So start off gently tucking your tailbone up. And really, wiggle your bum a little. So sometimes we land on our bum cheek and it's a little lopsided, so just a little wiggle helps even things out. Now exhale, just a little contraction through the top ribs to lift the onto the tips of your shoulder blade. Fingertips reach, and we pulse the arms a few times. Now, you don't need to jam your chin down. You don't need to drop your head back. Just gaze to the sky a little. Focusing on the abdominals doing the lifting, not your neck or your shoulders. Pulsing straight arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down. Roll your head a little side to side. Grab that one weight. Hold the weight between your hands. I'm going to hold it by the thick ends, but you could hold it between your palms, depending on the kind of weight you have. This is going to work great for me this way. And I'm going to take the arms up overhead without letting the ribs flare up. And exhale, squeeze back up. Inhale, reaching up and over. And exhale it up. So this is about not letting your back arch or the ribs stick out. We're hugging in. And let's see if we can add a layer to this. And only add the layers if you feel comfortable doing it. Bend the knees up. This is the next option. Now the third option is a little silly, where we're going to rock up and back. And this time I'm not taking my arms up overhead. Keeping my shoulders aligned underneath my wrists. add a little arm extension at the top. 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Keep those legs up to the sky. This time, left leg comes down and squeeze up. And just keep holding on to the weight. Right leg comes straight down and exhale up. Inhale and exhale. Check into those ribs. Check into that belly button. 2 more on each side. Last 2. Last one on the left. Last one on the right. Bend the knees. Release the feet down. Sway the knees a little side to side. Now take the arms up overhead. Let them hover. You can soften the elbows, but don't bend all the way in. Keep the tension there. Or palms up. I find palms up changes what happens in my shoulder rotation and my elbows. And simply breathe. Checking that those ribs are not flaring up. Of course, you can add more by lifting up those knees or extending the legs long. Five, 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Take that weight off to the side. We don't need it anymore. Just sway the knees side to side. Just a little windshield wiper knees. And get whatever fluff is on my face out of the way. Just a little rock side to side through the knees. And now come all the way onto your side. Pick a side, any side, because we will use both sides at some point. So lying on your side, both legs, actually no, bend the bottom leg. Bring that knee at about right in front of the hips so the leg is 90 degrees. Top leg sweeps out and across. We're going to kick forward and kick it back. Flex the toes to kick forward, point, kick back. Flex forward, point back. Nice and slow, nice and stable. Last one forward, last one back. Sweep up, bring that knee to your armpit. Take the toes up to the sky. Flex the heel, drag the legs straight down the sky. Slide the toes back up. And we sweep up, flex to bring it down. Flexing it down, dragging the toes to come back up. 2 more. And last one. Now bring the leg down and use the bottom leg to straighten out to come onto your belly. Rocking your hips a little side to side. Massaging the belly. If you have to pee, this is never a good thing. So just be mindful of body staying low. Now bend the knees. Sway a little side to side. And then elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms flat. A gentle back bend. Don't squeeze the glutes, push the hips down and push through the forearms so you're not just sinking the shoulders to your ears. And then exhale, release, and you're going to come onto your other side. I'm going to just flip to the other side of the mat. Bottom leg is bent. Top leg is long. Extend the top leg. Kick forward. Kick back. Kick forward. And kick back. Now we add a little with the toe movement. Flex forward, point back. Flex forward, point back. Or point forward and flex back. Just make sure you're switching whenever the toes point or flex. Heeling it back, toes forward, and 2 more. And last one. Bring that leg all the way up. Knee to armpit, give or take. Take the toes up to the sky, and then we flex the heel to come down. Drag the toes along the ground, pull the knee back up, and your hand can assist the movement if you want. Sliding that knee up, extending through the toes, développé. This is from some of the classical Pilates mat work. 2 more. And last one. This time the leg comes down and you're going to come onto your back. You're going to exhale, lift the hips up, just a little off the ground, and shift the hips a little left or right, keeping your shoulder blades down on the ground, and then release the hips down. Draw your knees in, give yourself a little hug, rock a little side to side. And we're going to rock our way forward and back till we come all the way up. Take a moment, get yourself seated, add a little sway, flow, moving the spine, and take a moment and take a deep breath, exhale with a big sigh. And just for today, place your hands over your heart. And this class is called Fusion Strong, and I just want you to feel how strong your heart really is. When the noise of the world gets too loud, go hear the sound of your heart. Take a deep breath, exhale, and you are done.